Today on the channel we will be making Pulpo a la Gallega, also known as Pulpo de Fera or Galician octopus. This dish comes from a region in Spain known as Galicia. It is in the northern part of Spain, bordering Portugal. So that's what we'll be doing today. But first, we gotta go shopping for the octopus. So, as you can see, they have various kind of octopus, and preferably you want a frozen octopus. And this one here says, see how it says the quality is less, and it is from the Philippines. I prefer to buy this one. This one here, it's just the leg, and it's from Niche. I want to get the whole octopus. This one is between 1 and 2 kilos, so I think that's what I'm going to get for us. See how that is? And then you see the weight, and here how much it is. Getting our octopus. This one was caught just at the coast of the Algarve, outside of the town of Tavora. It is 1.37 kilograms, and I paid $30 for it, Canadian, 30 Canadian dollars, because I'm in Toronto, Canada. And it will feed about 2 to 3 people, and it's just a tapa, so an appetizer. So now we're going to defrost it. I put it in a bowl overnight in the fridge, and we'll be back tomorrow to cook the octopus. And now that our octopus is defrosted, we're good to cook it. We're gonna give it a good wash. Here's our octopus. As you can see, it's fully defrosted. We're gonna give it a good cleaning. We just wanna make sure, like in the tentacles, sometimes you can get some sand in there and dirt. So you just wanna give it a good wash. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so it's cold water. We just wanna give it a good wash. Washing the head and the tentacles. And also, in the head, you want to turn it inside out, and you're gonna see these little, these are the octopus teeth. So you want to take that out, and on this side too, so there would be 2 teeth. You're gonna take those out. Not teeth, like what they sting their prey with. This octopus also has their eyes still in, so we got to remove those. They're over here, just on the side. You can see them just here, one on each side. So we need to remove those. And we need to remove, if you turn it upside down, this is the mouth of the octopus. And generally, you can just push on it and it will come out. See how it's coming out? There. So you've removed the mouth, and you want to make sure you get everything out. It is sticky, and just wash it. But it should, you can put your finger in and just feel for it, but there should be nothing in there now. And now we gotta do the eyes. And actually, I'm just feeling for them. This one had, the eyes are already removed. There's just the socket. Oh, there's like a little bit of thing in here, so I'm gonna remove that. And there is eye still here. There's still a little bit. We're not going to need the part of the head for this recipe. We're only going to use the tentacles to make the Pulpo a la Galicia. Well, we just want to make sure that everything is clean. But we want to leave the head intact. Just turn out this water. So the octopus is clean now. Okay, our octopus is clean. We've cleaned it. We're ready now to cook it. And I also want to mention the reason why we are using a frozen octopus, not a fresh octopus, is because the process of freezing it and then defrosting helps to break down the fibers of the octopus meat and makes it more tender. So we want to have a stock pot, so deep enough for the octopus. Fill it about halfway with water. The octopus does release some water, so just want to make sure that you don't fill it all the way to the top. And we're going to use a technique that's called asustado, which means you're shocking the octopus when it goes in the water. So I'm going to explain what we're doing. And actually, this is a Spanish technique. My parents are probably saying we do not do that in Portugal, and that's true, we don't. So you want to take your octopus, nice and clean octopus, and we're going to dip it into the water, count to 10, and then lift it up. And we're going to do that 2 times, and then the 3rd time we're just going to gently drop it in. That's why we need the head intact to the octopus, so we can hold it by the head. So let's do the first one. Hold it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up. See the tentacles? All nice and retracted. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the 3rd time, we're just going to slowly release it. And there we have it. So now we're going to cover it, let it come up to a boil. Okay, the water came to a boil and I reduced it down to a 4. I'm just going to show you what it should look like, and also I'm going to show you a little trick that we're going to do. For this octopus, it was 1.3 kilograms. I'm going to let it cook for 40 minutes. Anything between 1 and 1.5 kilo is 40 minutes. Anything between 1.5 kilos and 2 would be just add another 20 minutes. And then anything above 2, you gotta gauge, usually another 10 or 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna show you. It's simmering. You can tell that it's simmering, but you see how not all of it is covered in water. You want to make sure that it's all covered in water. So the way we're going to do that is by taking a plate, inverting it, and helping to push down the octopus. So I'm going to take a plate, I'm going to pull the octopus in and just dump it on, and that will help cover all the octopus. Now we're going to cover it, and we'll be back in 40 minutes to check on it, make sure it's cooked. While we are waiting for our octopus to cook, I'm just going to go over the other ingredients we need. We need potatoes. You want a firm potato. I like to use the red skin potatoes. So just a few potatoes, some really good extra virgin olive oil. This is what my parents brought me back from Portugal. Paprika, you can use smoked paprika, sweet or spicy. I'm using just sweet paprika, and some good sea salt. Like this is just Portuguese flaky sea salt that I'm using. So for now we're going to peel the potatoes, and then we're going to use some of the octopus water to cook the potatoes in. You can also just cook the potatoes in just water. Octopus water will give the potatoes a bit of that octopus taste. So it is really up to you if you want the 2 separate things, like just having the potatoes and then the octopus, or if you like that the potatoes take on some of the octopus taste. So it's really up to you. Okay, that time is up. We're gonna check if the octopus is done by just, you wanna pierce the skin at the top. I'm trying to grab it. So pierce it here, and it should go in, but still have a little bit of resistance. So we're gonna take it out. So now we're gonna cook our potatoes. I just peeled them and put them in a smaller pot, and we're gonna use water from the octopus, pull this over, to cook our potatoes, and we're gonna let them go for about 20 minutes and then check if they're done. Okay, while we are waiting for the potatoes to cook, we're gonna put the octopus, oops, slides right off. We're gonna put him up here so he can cool down. Now that our potatoes are cooked, we're finally ready to start plating our pulpo a la Gallega. I let the potatoes cool down a little bit, and traditionally pulpo a la Gallega is served on a wooden plate, a round wooden plate. Since I don't have one, I'm gonna use my this one, which I bought in Algarve. I want to say I was in my 20s, early 20s when I bought this. So it's probably like 30 years old. So the potatoes, you want to slice them about this thick. Ooh, that's still hot. I've also seen them cut into pieces, and that's fine too. You're basically just arranging them on the plate. Like maybe if you have a bigger potato, you're just gonna put them on the plate underneath. And remember, we didn't use any salt to cook the octopus or the potatoes. So we're gonna salt the dish now. So I'm just cutting them a little bit smaller because they're quite big. And this is usually had as a tapa dish in Galicia. It is a very traditional dish that's served at most restaurants and bars in Galicia. There are some spots that are more known for their pulpo a la Gallega, but you're going to be able to find it anywhere in Santiago, that's for sure. I believe I also had it in Lyon, and it was called pulpo alfera. So I've used 2 potatoes. I think I'm going to go for 1 more. So here we have the potatoes arranged on the plate, and we're going to salt it a little bit. Just put some salt on it. And now we're going to cut some of the tentacles of the octopus, and I like using a scissor. And what you want to do is you just want to cut rounds of it, and just like this. And you want to use some of the bigger tentacles, like there's this one here, but that's quite small. We're going to pick the bigger tentacles, and we're just arranging the octopus over the potatoes. So then you just get here, you're gonna use some of the bigger pieces. In Galicia, they use bigger octopus, so you're gonna have bigger rounds of octopus on the potatoes. Now that we have the octopus, we're just gonna sprinkle some of the sea salt. Use good quality sea salt. This is a flaky Portuguese sea salt. So now we're gonna use some of the paprika, just sprinkle it all over. You can use spicy paprika or smoked paprika. I am just using just plain paprika, and you wanna put it all over. And then you take your extra virgin olive oil, the good quality, and you just want to drizzle it. And here you have it, pulpo a la Gallega. This is a great tapa. an appetizer to serve when you have friends coming over and you're just doing little plates. This would be a great thing to serve. You could also have it like as a main dish and then serve like a salad with it or some other things. In Spain, the way they serve it is with just toothpicks. So they would put some toothpicks on the dish and people can just help themselves to it. If you have leftover octopus, I suggest making a octopus rice. You can use the water that we use to cook the octopus in, and you would just take your octopus and cut it into small pieces, almost like we did for the Pulpo a la Gallega. You can saute the octopus in a little bit of olive oil until it gets like a little crispy, and then take it out of the pan, add in some garlic and onions, and then add in your rice and the water of that you cook the octopus in. And then once the rice is finished cooking, you just add in the octopus and let it sit for a little bit just so it can get warm again. And there you have an octopus rice. Very easy to make. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope that you feel more confident in making a dish like Pulpo a la Gallega. That can seem a bit intimidating, but once you see what it is actually to make it, it's very simple. It's a very simple dish, minimal ingredients, and very delicious. Let me know if you make it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.